Recently, I was thinking that I'd love to see Rocket get his own movie. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is essentially that. So Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is directed by James Gunn and is the final Guardians of the Galaxy film. Now, I saw this film last night and I did really enjoy it. I really liked it a lot. The story is about the Guardians trying to help their friend Rocket, who's been in an injury and he's going to die within 48 hours unless the Guardians help him. So the Guardians try and help him. Where during the film, we see flashbacks to Rocket's past, learning about what happened to him. For anyone who thinks that the MCU went downhill badly after Endgame, Guardians 3 is proof that they didn't. Guardians 3 is just such an amazing film that I really enjoyed. I love how visually stunning it looks. The production design is great. The sets are decorated so well. And the makeup has been done great. I just loved the look of this film. And I loved the soundtrack as well. The performances were also great. Now, Guardians movies are really character movies, so I am going to be talking a lot about the characters in this review. I'm not going to be doing any spoilers, but I'm going to be talking about the characters a lot. Now, Quill was a great character to see as Star-Lord, and no spoilers, but I really like what happens to him in the end. I think it was a great character arc, and I really like how they set that up in the first Guardians movie, really. I also found Rocket's backstory extremely interesting, and it's a very sad backstory, no spoilers, but it is just a very sad backstory that makes you understand Rocket's character a lot better. You sympathise with him, you understand his character a lot better, and it makes you love Rocket as a character more. Well, it did for me. I really like Rocket's character. He was a great character in this film. I also like his friends. There's this one walrus called Teefs, who I just really liked. Teef is such a great character, and he is voiced so well. He's just a really great character that I'm so glad was included in an MCU film. This film has a lot more animals than any other MCU film that I've seen. This film reminded me why I love watching animals in movies. Why talking animals, are great characters in the movies. I haven't seen a movie with talking animals in a little while, but I saw one yesterday and this film's reminded me why I like movies with talking animals. I just love the story that they were trying to tell, and I think it's written very well. And I like the villain, the High Evolutionary. Well, I don't like what he's done, but I understand his villainous drive. He's not quite as good a villain as Thanos, but I mean, Thanos is the best movie villain of all time, so it's very hard for a villain to beat Thanos. But still, this villain is pretty good. He's not one of the best in the MCU, but he's still a good villain, and I like the villain. I also really like Groot. Groot has got this really good line. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but when you hear it, you'll know the line I'm talking about. I really liked Groot in this film. I really liked Drax in this film. Drax was really great and rather funny, and I liked what they did with Mantis in this film. In Guardians 2, I disliked Mantis, found her very annoying, but however, in this film I actually liked Mantis. She was treated a lot better, as a character, that is. I mean, what the filmmakers did with her was a lot better, and I liked Mantis a lot more in this film. But there is one character who I didn't like as much in this film, and that is Gamora. In Endgame, an alternative version of Gamora came in. I personally far prefer the old Gamora, which, spoiler if you haven't seen Infinity War, died when Thanos killed her so he could get the Soul Stone. And so, in Endgame, as I said earlier, an alternative version of Gamora was brought in, and the alternative version is very different to the Gamora that we knew in the first two Guardians movies, and this alternative version of Gamora acts totally differently, and I don't like the new version of Gamora so much. Yeah. The new Gamora is just not my favourite character. Don't like some of the stuff she does, don't like her personality so much. I understand why she acts differently, but if they really wanted to kill Gamora off, they were better off not having her. Because I just didn't like this new Gamora, but I understand why she was acting in certain ways, if that makes sense. Look, I just had a fun time with Guardians 3, and I'm so glad I got to watch it, and I hope you see it soon too, because you really need to see this one. I'm going to give Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 an A. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm the Grinning Critic, and don't forget to subscribe to me.